Hey everybody, welcome to Friendship Shaving. I'm your host Mark. Thank you for joining me today for a straight razor shave. I shall be using my Puma razor, which I pick up quite frequently these days. We'll just put the box safe, and there it is, my Puma 1938 5/8 razor. Going to be using a damp cloth today to wipe my razor blade on rather than running it under the tap. I'm going to try and keep the blade, and particularly this area around this pivot, nice and dry. And today I've got my new brush. This is the handle that I bought from Etsy for £13, and you can see I've got a really lovely looking knot in there. There's a little bit of brown in it, some grey, some black colour, and I'll talk more about that as we go along. We'll just get that nice and damp to start with. Shake some of that off, and I'm going to be using a cream today, courtesy of Steve. When I received a box of goodies, I've got some Ingram cream, and this one is made in England. As you'll see, Ingram is quite a runny shaving cream. There we are, look, it's coming out practically on its own. So we'll just put some in there, and hopefully that will be enough. I've done my face again, and we will face lather today, and just get this soap spread on my face. And we can start to work it in. Now this brush, guys, this knot came from the Puma store on AliExpress, and it is their synthetic version of a mixed badger knot. I have to say it's one of the best synthetics I've used. It is incredibly soft on the tips, as you would expect, but that softness seems to go right through the fibres, and the knot splays very easily, as you can see. It really is very comfortable, very soft, really lovely as a brush to use in a painting action, or to use in a splaying motion. And there's no scrub to this brush. It feels a little floppy. They've not packed the knot right out so that it's dense. Very nice. I'm very impressed with that. So that brush will become one of my favourites, that's for sure. Now I've got my damp cloth, got my razor. I'm just going to run a little water on the blade just to get started. I don't know if I needed to do that, but that's what we'll do. And I'm going to start in the big mirror just so I can see better to do the first couple of strokes. wipe that on the cloth. I was advised to do this, or to give it a try at least. I've never done this before. I did try it, sorry, I'd never done it before this week. I did try it with a dry cloth in the week, and that didn't work. I had to wet the cloth, and that seemed to work much, much better. So I think that is the way to go. And it certainly is taking the hair off very easily. Now guys, I want to ask you a question. I've got a choice of razor to use next week. So it would be great, I think, if you would choose. So we've got the Rockwell 6S, the stainless steel version of the 6C. That is the first option. Or we have a gold Gillette toggle. So I'll leave it up to you, 6C or toggle. Sorry, 6S or toggle. Goodness me. And whichever one you select, or whichever one gets the most votes, that'll be the one that I use the week after this video goes out. So I'm looking forward to that, whichever one I end up using. I've not used the 6S before. It was kindly loaned to me. And looking forward to using that. And my toggle I don't use very often, so I think I've only used it twice, so it'd be kind of nice to get that out. Anyway, the choice is yours. So I'm going to fold my cloth so the hair and the foam is hidden and I get a clean side. This knot is great. I love this brush too. Now the knot was about £5 and there was a similar amount of postage. So all in all, I guess that cost me about £26. There would have been postage from America, but my friend Brian kindly chucked a load of things in a box, so that cost was mitigated somewhat. But nevertheless, very nice. Put it there where you can see all the soap dribbling down that lovely wooden handle. Running a little bit late this evening, just the sun is going down, just hoping to get in a shave before it goes completely dark now, because I've had that first pass. There won't be so much hair, so the second pass I can do without taking my glasses off. This is working very well with this cloth. Just goes to show that, now I can't really see here, let's try there, not, there we go. It just goes to show that there's obviously plenty of moisture in the soap. And perhaps a little bit off the damp cloth is just enough. There we go. There we are. Second pass, easy as. Now this Ingram shaving soap is quite interesting. It was first brought out in England in, I believe, 1932. I've got 1932 and 1939 in my mind, but I believe it was 1932. And it was made in England for a long time, before it was started to be made in Egypt, possibly sometime during the 1980s. I'm not exactly sure, but these days it is manufactured in England again by a company called 3 Pairs. And the gentleman in the week was in contact with them, and they are going to bring out, what's the word I'm looking for? They're going to replicate that very first recipe for Ingram soap, because it was always said to be very good and to have a specific scent. I think the original soap used brilliantine oil, so it was a little bit reminiscent of Brylcreem. Which was made using the same oil. And I always remember a tub of Brylcreem being in the bathroom when I was a kid. So my dad would have used Brylcreem back in the day. And you know what it's like as a kid. You see your dad doing something, and when he's out of the room or out of the house, you're doing it yourself. I remember coming out of the bathroom with that Brylcreem scent all over me. So it'll be interesting to see the new formulation, the new old formulation. Now, it's been so long since I've smelled Brylcreem. I don't even know if it is still made with brilliantine oil. Probably not. I'm sure that's what it's called, brilliantine. Something like that, very similar anyway. So we shall see. I don't know if this has got a a very particular scent, but I don't know if it is that oil or not. I did look on the Three Pairs website to try and find a little bit of information about the ingredients, but there was nothing there, so perhaps we'll find out for another day. And this came without a box, so I couldn't even check on the box. It's where you have to be careful on your bottom lip, I find. Just as the blade is coming across, I tend to go like that a little bit. Well, guys, I think that was a very good shave. It felt good. I'm just going to put that there, and I shall clean it off properly later, just to make sure all the moisture is off of that blade. And I know some of you guys are not into your straight shaving, but I'd just like to thank those of you that aren't, that watch my straight razor videos anyway. Thank you very much, that's very kind of you. Makes me feel like I'm getting something right, even though I'm using a razor that you don't plan to use. So thank you very much, guys. Now, I suppose I better dry my face a little bit and stop talking. I hope there's enough light in here tonight. I'm just going to use a simple aftershave today. I'm going to use my Nivea Men Anti-Irritation Post-Shave Balm. This was in Steve's box, so many thanks to Steve. I've not come across this before. Don't go out to the shops very often, so maybe that's why, but I think you can see this is green. Quite thin, but it is thicker than my Nivea Sensitive, which comes in the glass jar. And I tell you what, it feels very nice going on. It says on it, it's extreme comfort, and it's got natural micro, aloe and something else, guys. I can't read it. The writing is so small, but it is a very nice product. That is my shave for today. I hope the light is good enough in here, and my apologies if it turns out not to be so good. Remember, you've got the choice of which razor I use next Friday, the Toggle or the Rockwell 6S. And a quick shout out to Jay, who won the box one in the giveaway. So Jay, please get in touch. I'll put the email below. Take care, guys. All the very best to you. Happy Easter. Have a great week. Bye-bye.